Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Neff Torres. I'm the class coordinator for the 334th Basic Training Class and a senior instructor of police here at KLETC. At this time, I ask you to join me in welcoming today's graduates, the 334th Basic Training Class. Members of the 334th Basic Training Class, and ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing and direct your attention to the University of Kansas Police Department's Honor Guard for the presentation of the colors and the playing of our national anthem. Honor Guard, please post the colors.
Color guard, post! Officers, present arms! Officers, order, arms! Color guard, follow, fall in!
You may be seated. During your time at KLETC, you've all walked past the Wall of Honor numerous times. The Wall of Honor is designed as a reminder to those KLETC graduates who've died in the line of duty. The names and photos of the 29 individuals memorialize, preserve their memories, and give families, friends, and law enforcement officers the opportunity to remember those that made the ultimate sacrifice in service to the citizens of Kansas. At this time, join me in observing a moment of silence in honor of those 29 KLETC graduates who are no longer with us. Thank you. Graduates of the 334th Basic Training Class, we celebrate your transformation into law enforcement's next generation of officers and deputies. You've committed to a noble cause that demands unwavering integrity, courage, and community service. Your journey through this academy has been rigorous, demanding both mental and physical fortitude. Yet you've persevered, demonstrating the character and resilience necessary for a career in public service. As you become sworn officers, I implore you to embrace the principles of integrity and extreme ownership. These are not mere buzzwords, but the bedrock upon which successful careers are built. Integrity is a compass guiding your actions, ensuring they align with your values and the public's trust. Extreme ownership means taking responsibility for your actions, learning from your mistakes, and continuously striving for improvement. Your actions today will shape the future of law enforcement. Your decisions, your conduct, and your character will define the reputation and effectiveness of your department. You're joining a noble profession, one that demands courage, compassion, and unwavering commitment to protecting and serving your community. The challenges you'll face will be complex, and the demands on you will be great. But with this foundation that you've built here, you're equipped to meet those challenges head on. Members of the 334th Basic Training Class, it's time to go do the job you've been training to do. Congratulations, graduates. I will now ask Vice Provost and Director of Police Training, Darren Beck, to introduce today's guest speaker.
Raised in Halstead, Kansas, Blake Carpenter has completed 5 terms as a member of the Kansas House of Representatives. He was first appointed as House Majority Whip in 2018, a position he held until January 2022. During that year, Carpenter resigned from both the Majority Whip role and the House itself to fulfill military orders. He returned in May of 2022 and was sworn back into the legislature and resumed his legislative duties. In December of 2022, he then was elected Speaker pro tempore of the Kansas House of Representatives, a role which he currently serves. Speaker pro tem Carpenter has a decade-long career in the aviation industry, serving as a contractor for major firms like Textron Aviation, Rockwell Collins, and Dassault Systems. Since 2019, he has also worked as a design and analysis engineering contractor for Boeing Defense Space and Security. He is a committed advocate for the armed forces and military families and serves in the Kansas National Guard. Initially commissioned as a second lieutenant on September 3rd, 2021, Carpenter was promoted to first lieutenant in the fall of 2023. Speaker pro tem Carpenter holds a bachelor's degree in business administration and entrepreneurship from Wichita State University. It is my honor and privilege to introduce to you Blake Carpenter, the Speaker pro tem of the Kansas State House.
Got to get everything set up here. Good afternoon, honored graduates, family members, friends, and distinguished guests. What a privilege it is to stand here today and celebrate this incredible milestone in your lives. Today, we honor your hard work, your perseverance, and your dedication to serve and protect. Each of you sitting here has answered a call that is not for the faint of heart. You've chosen a path where courage and compassion walk hand in hand, where service to others takes precedent over self-interest, and where the promise to uphold justice becomes your guiding principle. The training you've completed has tested you, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally. It has prepared you to make split-second decisions, to de-escalate conflicts, to confront danger, and to approach every situation with integrity. It has also instilled in you core values of honor, duty, and respect that will shape your careers and your lives. But training is just the beginning. As you step into this noble profession, remember that every badge carries a profound responsibility. You are the guardians of trust in our communities. You will be called upon not only to enforce the law, but also to build bridges, to offer hope, and to provide reassurance during moments of crisis. The world you're entering is complex and ever-changing. Communities are diverse, their needs are varied, and the challenges you will face are significant. Yet, I know you are ready. I know you have the strength to rise to these challenges because you have the training, the commitment, and the character to make a difference. Let me share 3 principles to carry with you as you begin your journey. First, lead with empathy. Understand the stories behind the people you serve. Whether you're comforting a victim, helping a lost child, or speaking with someone in distress, your ability to connect and show you care will make all the difference. Second, remain steadfast in integrity. Moments of pressure or temptation, let your moral compass guide you. Trust is earned, it's not given. And your actions, both big and small, will shape how you are remembered. Third, never stop learning. The best officers are those who adapt, grow, and evolve. Seek wisdom from your peers, embrace training opportunities, and always look for ways to improve. To the families and loved ones here today, we owe you a special thank you. You've been their support system, their rock. Through the rigorous challenges of training, you have been the partners in their journey, and the role in their success cannot be overstated. Graduates, as you leave this academy and take your oath to serve, remember this moment. Remember the pride you feel today and the commitment you've made to your communities. Know that the path ahead will not always be easy, but it will always be meaningful. You are the guardians of our streets, the protectors of our neighborhoods, and the defenders of our freedoms. You are the thin blue line that stands between order and chaos, between safety and harm. As you take on this sacred duty, may you always be guided by courage, compassion, and an unwavering sense of justice. Congratulations to the 334th Basic Training Class. Go forward with pride, serve with honor, and know that you carry the hopes of your communities with you. Thank you, and may God bless all of you.
Thank you very much for those words. It's a difficult time right now to be in law enforcement or to try to be upholding any standards in our country. And it's especially helpful to know that even when we're facing criticism, some deserved, some unfair, that our leaders understand what it is that we're doing and why we're doing it. And certainly somebody who has 3 jobs, 2 of which are service to your country and to your state, you understand, and it's clear that you do. So I very much so appreciate what you had to say, and I hope that the officers take it to heart. I have for you a portfolio. I know you have one with the state seal on it that you have for the Capitol, but this one has our badge on it, and I hope it'll remind you of your time here and your opportunity to speak to this audience. And it is absolute pure pleather. We are a state agency, and we are good stewards of your money.
I understand that. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
At KLETC, we recognize those student officers who have excelled in various professional skill sets during their basic training. For the 334th basic training class, they understood the importance of fitness as a basic and key component of an officer's life. It helps them deal with the daily stress that they'll face and aids them in maintaining a healthier lifestyle, enabling them to better mitigate the dangers that they may encounter. During their time here at KLETC, all members of the 334th were active and engaged in a fitness routine. The 334th basic training class had 4 student officers meet the goals of the 200-mile club. To be recognized as a member of the 200-mile club, a student officer must have completed 30 push-ups in a minute, 30 sit-ups in a minute, and run 1.5 miles in 18 minutes or less. Additionally, they must also have logged 200 miles or more outside of their classroom activities. I would ask the following students to stand and be recognized for being a member of the 200-mile club. Derek Biggis of the Overland Park Police Department. Jesus Lara of the Prairie Band Potawatomi Tribal Police. Kinsey Stevie of the Overland Park Police Department. Alex Vincent of the Junction City Police Department. You may be seated. Officer Derek Biggis, please join me at the podium. During the 200-mile club challenge, Officer Biggis completed an impressive 305 miles, along with exceeding the other physical requirements of the 200-mile challenge. For his efforts, Officer Biggis is being awarded the Fitness Medal for most miles. Please join me in recognizing his efforts. You may be seated. KLETC also recognizes officers who've excelled in all areas during their time at KLETC. Student officers who've achieved the following criteria will be graduating with honors: 90% or greater overall written test GPA, 90% or greater written final exam score, 90% or greater overall performance test GPA, 90% minimum of 100 miles of walking or running or 400 miles of biking. Officer Derek Biggis from the Overland Police Department met these goals to graduate with honors. Officer Biggis, please stand to be recognized for your accomplishment. It is now time for the class president to deliver a few brief remarks on behalf of the graduating class. Ladies and gentlemen, the 334th Basic Training Class President, Officer Derek Biggis of the Overland Police Department.
Good afternoon. On behalf of Class 3 through 4, I would like to welcome our sheriffs, chiefs, department members, and representatives, KLETC staff, family, friends, and those online who could not be here with us today. Thank you for joining us as we take this monumental step into law enforcement. Today marks a tremendous milestone for our class. For the last 16 weeks, we have dedicated nearly every minute of our lives to our career and this academy. Whether it be studying, practicing our technical skills, working on our fitness, or just socializing and winding down after a long day, we remain committed to our goal and worked to obtain it. Being a member of this class has been a privilege, and getting to serve as your president has been an honor. I'm proud of every single member of the 334th. We have all grown immensely, both as law enforcement officers and as people. We went from struggling to handle a scenario of a simple misunderstanding at our mock Dollar Tree to being able to diffuse diverse and complex situations all in the matter of weeks. Throughout the academy, we have been challenged in almost every way one could imagine. We have been put under stress and pressure during scenarios, sprayed with OC, had our knowledge and capabilities tested, and above all else, we were away from our homes, our families, and our loved ones. Each one of us here persevered and rose to and through that challenge. I'd like to thank our instructors for guiding us and our families for supporting us. This profession is difficult. We are going to be tasked with solving problems, dealing with heartbreak, and bringing order to chaos. As Instructor Baker once told us, this is the only job where in the same day you can save a life, take a life, and lose a life. It takes an extremely courageous person to don the badge and gun and answer the calling of this profession. I appreciate those of you who have come before us and paved the way for us to follow. Your advice, training, experience, mentorship, and leadership will guide us to be the next generation of law enforcement. So far, the most important lesson I've learned from those who have come before me is this: good things don't often come in this career, so appreciate them when they do. Your everyday victories, birthdays, anniversaries, and days like today, because tomorrow may not be as bright. As we move forward and take our final steps from the academy, it is important we never forget to keep learning, to seek self-improvement, and to trust ourselves and our peers. Now, our communities await us. Let's go make a difference.
Officer Biggis, it's my pleasure on behalf of KLETC administration and staff to present you with this plaque in appreciation of your leadership for the 334th class. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
We have yet to celebrate someone else. Officer Kinsey Stevie, would you please join me at the podium? Officer Stevie, as it relates to fitness, is our most improved officer. Her scores starting the academy and the level of improvement in her numbers and her scores surpassed everyone else's. I ask you to join me in celebrating Officer Kinsey Stevie from the Overland Park Police Department for a job well done. In law enforcement, ethics is at the forefront of training, of our training and our profession. The law enforcement oath of office affirmation is a constant reminder of the importance of always doing the right thing. This is something we've discussed in depth during our time here at KLETC. The ultimate purpose of law enforcement is public service. A law enforcement officer assumes a great responsibility when they affirm the oath of office. They have entered a position for being a role model, leading by example. They're enforcers of the law and protectors over our communities. I will now ask Class President Derek Biggis to lead the class in reciting the law enforcement oath of office affirmation.
334, please stand. Oath. On my honor.
I will never betray my badge, my integrity, my character, or the public trust. I will always have the courage to hold myself and others accountable for our actions. I will always uphold the Constitution of the United States, the state of Kansas, my community, and the agency I serve.
Recover. 334, please be seated.
In a few moments, you'll be presented with a challenge coin. A challenge coin is symbolic and it's meaningful. It's given to someone as a reminder of what they've done or to confirm membership in an organization. This coin today will recognize you as a KLETC graduate. I ask you to carry it with you as a reminder of the lessons learned and the friendships forged during your time here at KLETC. On the back of this coin is the oath that each of you affirmed just moments ago. Carry it with you and let it be a constant reminder to always do the right thing. Graduates, it's been my honor and a distinct pleasure to be your class coordinator. I'm very proud of you. And I'm happy to be a small part of your journey into law enforcement. I wish you nothing but success and happiness in the future. I will now ask KLETC Associate Director over Basic Training, Alvin Sowers, to join me on the stage to present the members of the 334th Basic Training class with their certificates. President Derek Biggis will announce the names.
Ready? Front row, please stand. Nathan Ayers, Prairie Band Potawatomi Tribal Police. Marcus Chancellor, Derby Police Department. Robert Crabtree, Tonganoxie Police Department. Edward Donovan, Allen County Sheriff's Office. Daryl Guston, Hayes Police Department. Rick Herrera, Baldwin City Police Department. Baylor Janes, Arma Police Department. Corbin Calgren, Pittsburgh Police Department. Front row, please return to your seats. You may be seated. Second row, please stand. Jesus Lara, Prairie Band Potawatomi Tribal Police. Riley Lemke, Pittsburgh Police Department. Ryan Lewis, Smith County Sheriff's Office. Christopher McAloon, University of Kansas Police Department. Adam Miles, Fort Scott Police Department. Mattingly Millage, Park City Police Department. Joseph Pereira, Overland Park Police Department. Second row, please return to your seats. You may be seated. Third row, please stand. Yasmin Prukop, Wyandotte County Sheriff's Office. Leslie Rios, Coffeyville Police Department. Alexa Rogers, Kansas Department of Wildlife and Parks. Matthew Schrick, Marshall County Sheriff's Office. Alexis Schofield, Chetopa Police Department. Andrew Steele, Pawnee County Sheriff's Office. Kinsey Stevie, Overland Park Police Department. Alex Vincent, Junction City Police Department.
And Derek Biggis of the Overland Park Police Department. Third row, please return to your seats. Please be seated. I'd like to take an opportunity to thank all the guests that came today to support their graduates, and I know they truly appreciate that. Ask your graduate to take you around the campus and talk about what they did after graduation. And there's some photo opportunities back in the back on our banner. And if you want to brave some cold weather in Kansas, then you can go outside to the statue as well. It's come to my attention that we have had a cell phone turned into our student services. So if you've lost your cell phone, we know where it's at. To get to student services down the end of the hall, turn left, go to the end of that hall, and you're at student services. So if that belongs to you, please take a moment to pick that up. Class 334, would you please stand? On behalf of Director Beck, I hereby certify that each of you have satisfactorily completed the requirements to be certified law enforcement officers for the state of Kansas. The words they've been waiting weeks to hear, 14 plus for them, class dismissed.